Question 3. Mandy buys a chocolate bar that costs $1.35 using only nickels and dimes. If she paid with 19 coins, how many of the coins were dimes? So we're not going to use guess and check. We're going to use algebra. I'm going to go back to D. I don't know why. Let D be the number of dimes, because that's what we're solving for. But then we're also going to solve for the number of nickels. And I'm not going to use N for nickels. I'm going to go back to the fact that I had a total of 19 coins. So like in the warm-up, if I have a total of 19 coins and I already used up D of them, that means 19 minus D is going to be the number of nickels. And I'm going to make a table. I'm going to have dimes. I'm going to have nickels. I'm going to have my total. I'm going to look at the number of dimes. I'm going to look at the value of the dimes, and I'm going to look at the total amount. Okay, start filling it in. I've got D dimes, 19 minus D nickels. A dime is worth 0.10. A nickel, be really careful here, 0.05. And like before, the number times the value equals the total. So the number of dimes times 0.1 is going to give me 0.10D. This is going to give me 0.05 times, or bracket, 19 minus D. We'll have to distribute. And the total is $1.35. So my formula is going to come from here. This plus this equals that. So 0.10D plus 0.05 bracket 19 minus D equals 1.35. Going to have to distribute. So 0.10D plus 0.05 times 19 is 0.95 minus 0.05D equals 1.35. I'm going to combine like terms. These guys, that's going to give me 0.05D. I'm going to bring this 0.95 over to the other side, and I'm going to get 1.35 minus 0.95. Careful with all those decimals. So 0.05D equals 1.35 minus 0.95, which, if I type it in my calculator properly, gives me 0.40. Divide both sides by 0.05, and we get 8. And we look back. What did the question ask? How many of the coins were dimes? Well, we solved for that. Therefore, 8 of the coins were dimes. So again, you have any questions, email me, but try first going back, hitting pause, writing out the table, doing it yourself. But we're doing the same thing over and over again. Number times value equals total. We have 1, 2, 3 more to go. I'm going to go a little bit faster now. Looking for the key things. A piggy bank contains only pennies and nickels. 122 coins. Oops, that was supposed to be a highlighter. 122 coins totaling 238. Remember, we have pennies and nickels, even though pennies aren't a thing anymore. How many pennies are in the bank? So we're going to let P be number of pennies. And, not N for the nickels. It's going to be 122. Take away P is going to be my nickels. And I'm going to do the same thing as before. Nickels, pennies, total. And you should know what they are by now. It's going to be number, the value of them, and then the total again. I'm just going to make this bigger. So we know that my total is 238. The number of pennies was P. The number of nickels was 122 minus P. The value of a penny is 0.01. nickel 0.05. This times this equals this. This times this equals this. That gives me 0.01 pennies here, really squished. 0.05 times 122 minus p here. And my equation comes from this column. This plus this equals that. So my equation is going to be 0.05 bracket 122 minus p close bracket plus 0.01 p equals 2.38. We're going to distribute, and I get 122 times 0.05 gives me 6.1 minus 0.05p plus 0.01p equals 2.38. Combine this, I get 0.04p. All I did was combine. Oh, that's supposed to have a p. My bad. 0.05p. And that, I got the minus. I'm going to bring the 6.1 to the other side. Ran out of room again. I'm going to get 0 minus 0.04p equals 2.38 minus 6.1, which is minus 3.72. Divide both sides. Careful with your signs. And you get 93. So we get p is 93. And if we go back and look, that's what they were asking for, the number of pennies. So therefore, number of, oh no, how many pennies? There are 93 pennies. Pause if you need to stop and think. Number 5, 27 people go to an amusement park. All right, key point. Mission Park is $32 for adults, 18 for kids. Total cost for the 27 people is $5.56. They want to know the number of adults. Let A be number of adults. How many kids? That's going to be 27 minus A is going to be the number of children. Gonna make a table. Starting to get a little repetitive. Adults, children, and the bottom line is going to be total. I'm going to be looking at the number of them, how much it costs, or the value of them, and then the total. And I'm going to fill it in. A, adults, 27 minus A, children. Total cost for everything here was $5.56. What else? $32 for an adult to go, $18 for a kid to go. So we multiply those. We get 32A and 18 times, or bracket, 27 minus A. And when I add those together, it's going to give me 556. So 32A minus plus 18 bracket 27 minus A equals 556. So we're going to distribute. 32A plus 18 times 27 is 486 minus 18A equals 556. Combine my A's. 32 minus 18 equals 14. A equals 556. Take away the 486, which is 70. Divide both sides by 14. Go up here, and we get A equals 5. So how many adults were there? There were 5 adults. Last question. This question, we have someone named Jazz. In his wallet, Jazz has twice as many $5 bills as 20 bills. I'm guessing we're going to let X be the number of $20 bills. Total value of bills is 90. How many $5 bills? Okay. I'm going to, because I always have my X be the smaller, shorter, or younger, we've got more 5s than 20s, so I'm going to let X be the number of $20 bills. And that means I'm going to have twice as many $5 bills. It's going to be 2X. Oh, sorry about that. It's going to be the number of $5 bills. Just silence my phone. Total value of the bills was 90. So we're going to do it. Same as before. We've got $20 bills. We've got $5 bills. We have a total. You should be an expert at this now. We've got our number. We've got our value. We've got our total. And number times value equals total. So I have X 20s, 2X 5s. A 20 is obviously worth $20. A 5 is worth $5. When I multiply that, I get 20X. 5 times 2X. And the total value they told us was 90. And my formula comes from here. So 20X plus 5 times 2X equals 90. 20X plus 10X equals 90. 30, that's about 30X equals 90. Divide by 30. And we get X equals 3. We got to make sure we answer what was asked. It said, how many $5 bills? The number of $5 bills is 2X. So if X equals 3, then this is going to be 2 times 3 or 6 $5 bills. So therefore, Jazz has 6 $5 bills in his wallet. And that's it for today. Email if you have any questions or come talk to me. Thanks.